Have you ever been watching the Tweenies, and wondered what the Tweenie clock is all about? In this video essay, I will exposit a deconstruction of the iconic clock, its themes and what it tells us about life. Without any further ados, this is the Tweenie clock, explained. You may wonder, why do the Tweenies even have this clock? Well, the clock is a metaphor for the ticking of time, and how it's always moving forward. The Tweenies use it to help them keep track of time, and to remind them that they need to make the most of every moment. The pentagonal arrangement of 5 lights is unusual for a clock, but ask a Tweenie and they'll say it's perfectly normal, as the way that they tell time does not use hours or minutes. The Tweenies use a more natural way of telling time, by using the position of the sun in the sky. So, the Tweenie clock has 5 lights arranged in a pentagon, with each light representing a different time of day. The top light represents midday, when the sun is at its highest in the sky. The bottom light represents midnight, when the sun is at its lowest in the sky. The left light represents dawn, when the sun is just rising in the sky. The right light represents dusk, when the sun is just setting in the sky. And the middle light represents the time in between dawn and dusk, when the sun is in the middle of the sky. However, the dark irony of the Tweenie clock is that it's always moving forward, even when the Tweenies are not. Time never stops for anyone, not even the Tweenies. The clock is a reminder that the Tweenies will one day grow up and have to say goodbye to their childhood. But, for now, they can still enjoy every moment and make the most of their time together. During each episode of the Tweenies, the Tweenie clock is regularly activated to determine the next activity. This is because the Tweenies are very keen to organize their day and organize the activities they do in a very structured way. The Tweenies are commonly seen to live in a playhouse in the garden, which is where most of the episodes are set. The playhouse contains a number of interesting areas, such as a sink and a bath, a play area, and a garden. The 3D animated sequence played by the clock shows the power of the Tweenie clock. Its supernatural abilities indicate that time has the power to change everything. The Tweenie clock is a powerful magical object that can control time itself. It is first seen in the episode, The Power of Time, where it is used by the Tweenies to change the past and future. The clock is also seen in the episode, The Time Machine, where it is used to send the Tweenies back in time. Anytime a Tweenie activates the clock, they swiftly draw their hand, or in some cases, pour away from it, as keeping it on the clock would risk them being turned into a baby. When a Tweenie loses a tooth, they hold it up to the clock and the tooth magically disappears, turning into a gold coin. The clock makes a ticking sound, which is usually a warning to a Tweenie that they are about to turn into a baby. The ceremony around the Tweenie clock is not merely tradition, as treating the clock with disrespect would anger it, causing it to freeze time forever. The chorus of Tweenies announcing its result is very much necessary to prevent a disaster, and the entire group must make sure they are singing the right words, or they risk being frozen themselves. The sentience of the Tweenie clock is debated among fans, with some suggesting that the clock is not sentient, but its supernatural abilities stem from his existence as a part of the magical realm and that it has only been granted sentience by the mysterious narrator of the show, who is also the creator of the Tweenie clock. Some fans also suggest that the Tweenie clock is a time traveler. The Tweenie clock has been shown to be aware of events that have not yet happened and has also been shown to know what people are going to say before they say it. The Tweenie clock has been shown to be able to move on its own and has the ability to teleport. Some believe that the Tweenie clock may be immortal, as it has been shown to be around for centuries. So, in conclusion, the Tweenie clock is a great product for kids and adults alike. It is a perfect way to teach kids how to tell time, and it is also a great way to keep track of time for adults.